We said goodbye to the most magical lady this week. Geppetto had been surrendered to our city shelter with an improbable story that she had been found in a park in January, and after 6 weeks her finder decided to bring her in. She had no survival instincts whatsoever, so the idea that this perfect snowball of a cat would walk out of a bush in the dead of winter seemed too mystical to be true. She was covered in mats and got mad at the staff that shaved her. Over the past 6 weeks, her veterinarian and I took turns fostering her around our own hectic schedules. Geppetto was deaf and had 5 smelly brown teeth. Her eyelashes curled in and scratched her eyes, and her nostrils were so small that she could barely breathe. Maybe she was 10 like her record suggested, but if you asked us, we suspected Geppetto had been around for the Great Recession. She had pancreatitis and was a pretty good sport about being syringe-fed. Dutifully, she would magically appear for her meals and forgive us for dirtying her perfect mustache. Slowly, she started to eat more and more on her own, and for a moment, we thought she had a chance. She was pushy about asking to be pet. She spent her day basking in the sun, looking out the windows, avoiding her sometimes roommate, a dog who didn't believe she was real, and purring, even in her sleep, as if she only had good dreams. On Friday, she got blood work and an ultrasound to see how she was doing 4 weeks after her diagnosis. That evening, she sat in my lap and purred away. We didn't have any reason to be concerned, but the next day she vomited, and a few hours later she was in the ER. The ICU ran tests and asked us questions we didn't have answers to because we didn't know where Geppetto actually came from. We discovered her ribs had been broken some time ago. This wasn't the first time she had pancreatitis. The x-rays showed bright spot on her lungs, and this was just some of what they found. So many small things that were wrong, but all those things added up, and after trying for 36 hours, nothing was working, so we had to say our goodbyes. When she saw us, she yelled. I imagine that she was saying F you to everything everyone did to try to save her, because she was tired. I was heartbroken, and that the person who willed her into this world by paying for her to be born wasn't here with her when she left it. I was devastated that someone had even created a cat like this, and that she lived a decade with her tiny nostrils and scratched up eyes. I wondered if they knew that she had been this sick and if that was why they surrendered her. I wish they had left more clues about her past. I cried because she was so incredible, and we only got to see a glimpse of her magic. I cried because the veterinarian who loved her so much and took such good care of her couldn't be with her, because she was comforting other owners whose sick cats were being transitioned out of this world. I wish I had more to say about Geppetto, but this is what you need to know. She was perfect. It was an honor to take care of her. In between every perfect moment she had, we were fighting to give her more. We didn't get more, but if I could go back, I would still do it all again. We love you, Geppetto.